from the saddle. It was a clean fall. He twisted over in the air as he fell and landed in deep dust. The black stallion had reached his master, and now he turned in that same cat-like manner and watched with prickling ears as Strann dragged himself up from the dust. There was no shout of laughter, no cheer for that fall, and without a smile they watched Strann returning. Big O'Brien had seen from his open door, and now he laid a hand on the shoulder of one of the men and whispered at his ear: "There's going to be trouble, bad trouble. Billy, go for Fatty Matthews. He's a deputy marshal now, and get him here as quick as you can. Run!" The others spared time for a last glance at Strann and then hurried down the street. Now, a man who can lose and smile is generally considered the most graceful of failures, but the smile of Jerry Strann as he walked slowly back worried his followers. "We all hit dust sometime," he philosophized, "but one try don't prove nothing. I ain't near through with that hoss." Barry turned to Strann. If there had been mockery in his eyes or a smile on his lips as he faced Jerry, there would have been a gunplay on the spot, but instead the brown eyes were as dumbly apologetic as ever. "We didn't talk about two tries," he observed. "We'll talk about it now," said Strann. There was one man in the crowd a little too old to be dangerous, and therefore there was one man who was in a position to speak openly to Strann. It was big O'Brien. "Jerry, you named your game and you made your play and lost. I guess you ain't going to turn up a hard loser. Nobody plays twice for the same pot." The hazel eyes of Strann were grey with anguish of the spirit as he looked from O'Brien to the crowd and from the crowd to Satan and from Satan to his meek-eyed owner. Nowhere was there a defiant eye or a glint of scorn on which he could wreak his wrath. He stood poised in his anger for the space of a breath, then, in the sharp struggle, his better nature conquered. "Come on in, all of you," he called. "We'll liquor and forget this." Chapter 8